Trust me, gay is in, gay is hot. I want some gay, gay it's gonna be.
I guess I'm the gay. I'm the gay, guys. I'm the gay. So is Pearl, Snappy, and F Sciento? We have so many questions right now. This was so important, guys. I'm still dressed snazzy from work. Like snazzy. Like we've got to loosen up the collar. Like we got to do a lot of stuff because there's so many questions. Like my head is spinning with questions. I need you guys all to be in the chat and ask questions because do we have a Sciento in our midst? I need to know because let's be real. I can't take any more trauma, guys. Can't take any more trauma. So I slept on it for a day. I decided, you know what? I'm going to come out. We're going to do this. We're going to do this right. And we're going to put all of the questions. We're tying people's blood into it. Okay. Blood, sweat, and tears. So without further ado, hello to everyone. I'm going to say some quick hellos and let's do this. We've got Lady Jane out. Hip, hip, hooray. First one in the chat. That's right. Nico, yeah, squirrels. Never, but okay for you, Liz. I will. We've got Sally Boyer. Much appreciated. Are we ready for this? Right? Like that's the true question, everybody. Are we ready for this? Are we ready to find out? Yeah, hey guys. And we got some people there that are ready to, we're ready to know. We're ready to find out. Here's the simple chat rules. We'll be honest. Don't be a jerk. Like I'm still in a suit and tie. I just need you to not be a jerk. Let's ask questions civilly and do what we need to do for this. So let's pop someone on and you know the chat rules, you know, just don't be a dick. So, hey, here we go. We're on the count of 3. 1, 2, and 3.
I guess I'm kind of speechless because I understand how problematic and hurtful this news is. And so
it's a blood thing. It's literally a blood thing.
And it turns out that although I have been in front of the Austin org protesting, I've had the police called on me. It turns out that one of the people calling the police on me is married to my cousin.
Like right there, blew it out of the water. Like your cousin is married to an F Sciento, which makes them an F Sciento.
They are.
Blood in the F Sciento.
So fortunately married in, but still. We married it. We didn't know. Well, some people know.
No, it's kind of like I'm not taking responsibility for her. You can have her back.
So like, okay. What order of operation should I give the deeds? So first of all, to be clear, to my knowledge, I'm still not an F Sciento.
Sorry, guys. That was as serious as I could get. We had to play it because so many people are saying I'm an F Sciento, that my wife is an X Sciento, or she is a Sciento and I'm a Sciento. So we're gonna have a little bit of fun with this. I got dressed up for this.
Yeah, we were just trolling. We're
allowed to have a little bit of fun, guys.
Yeah. So sometimes we get trolled, sometimes we are the troll. So any hoozle, this person I've not seen in like 20 years. And we are familiar. We are very familiar with her husband, David. David was the F Sciento who called the police on us the first night of the first graduation we ever attended from a legal distance, confirmed by the police reports. Just saying. He's the one who called the police. The guy who's married to that guy. And then I, and being petty, went live the next day and showed all of the video clips of that guy on a live. You're welcome.
Mhm.
So the person who is like some sort of cousin, a family member of mine was at a party this weekend, and they were like, "Hey, what's Pearl been up to?" And this person's like, "Oh, well, haven't you seen their social media? Like, she's been effing around and finding out with F Sciento in Austin." This person told me that like the music stopped in the room.
Like dead air.
But like I guess everybody knew. And so it was like so I was like, well, that's fun for her seg checks when she gets back. But also she is a mission holder. Just not quite sure where. Or for how long. Hey.
I'm pretty sure we're gonna find out now. If anybody wants to find out, she's either a mission holder or she is, she's something. We're something, and this is for the internet to have a little bit of fun. Like, who doesn't want to have a little bit of fun?
Right, Blake? Always an in-law.
Trust me, you don't want to meet any of mine.
So like, this is what I know allegedly. Allegedly, this person is a franchise, mission owner, franchise. And I believe that the F Sciento situation in Battle Creek is a mission.
I believe so.
Interesting.
Like Aaron has them all memorized. I'm like, man, I remember the Sea Orgs. Like there's so many.
Interesting. Because this person was in LA and then they moved to Austin. So they're public here. And I'm wondering if because they will be now traveling to and from Michigan, seg checks for days now.
Yep, they're going to be called into ethics. So as a person to give you like a heads up.
Yeah, I want to know.
Here's what's going to happen.
Yeah, what's going to happen.
So they're going to be sitting there. And then all of a sudden it's going to be ring, 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 ring. So-and-so. Jesus, dumbass Christ. You could have told us that the person outside was your relative. That's out ethics. That's out PR. Get your ass into an org. I need your husband. He's already in sec check right now. You need to get here. Ethics handling now. And if you're late, we will have that declaration done on you before the end of the day.
Oopsie. Sorry,
not sorry. We're saving you.
So sad.
Like that's so much money you're going to put in your pocket. It's just like the Clear Cog, guys. We're saving at least a 20% discount.
When I realized that it was her husband who is the one who, when I receive the body cam footage, will be the one who is going to provide me the greatest gift that this org could give me, which is to, oh my God, you're going to let me see my own dead agent story that you tell to the police on full body cam from multiple perspectives. Please do not threaten me with a good time, but also thanks, fam.
Looking forward to that video for Christmas. I'm just saying that is our new Christmas video.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. I don't know that I've seen this person. However, Selfless thinks that they recognize them, and I am certain that they were at the grand opening.
Well, yeah, there's only 150 people in all of Austin, and all of 125 people in the greater good area. Like,
yeah, their field is 120. I know that she was there with him.
Mm-hmm.
But like, pretty sure she would have gotten some sort of auditing just based on the fact that they were in another state with non-F Sciento family.
Yeah.
And I don't think she's gonna have a floating needle if she tries to neglect that little conversation that she had that one time.
Well, basically, in that scenario, not only is he's already in sec checks, he's absolutely already in for allowing her to go visit someone that was known anti-Scientology. And so the idea that they would be like, oh yeah, go visit your family, anti-Scientology, absolutely, go ahead. You're not going to get in trouble. We're good. We're solid. Bitch, you're scrubbing floors. Toothy brushy. Oh, you're about to know what that dumpster smells like? Don't worry, it smells like maggots.
Yeah.
And souls crushed.
I mean, at least I'll know where to find her.
Yeah, by the dumpster. You can go out back when you're protesting and be like, oh, damn, cousin, you stink.
Right. Like, what's up, cuz?
Ooh, do you need some? Oh, that's right. You don't use scented products. I'm sorry. I only have perfume.
So sorry. It's really nice perfume too. Did you know that Michael and Serge and I all wear the same cologne? We all wear the same scent.
I did not know that, but good fun fact. If I ever want to get you cologne for Christmas,
Right.
You know, I'm all about the Hugo Boss.
Yep.
Because if you're gonna look like Hugo Boss, you might as well smell like Hugo Boss.
True. So yeah, now I'm gonna it's nonstop bolo when I'm there. Admittedly, I haven't seen him in a minute, so I suspect that he's in the day org.
Okay.
Sorry about your
anything.
Sorry about your PTS problems.
Right. I'm just saying, there was flashbacks, guys. Like, we had to do this good because, let's be real. We knew where the trolls were going to take this. Oh, she's a Scientologist. And, I've had enough of people trolling. I've had enough of people saying that they know us. So we're going to make a little bit of fun out of it and turn this into a whole shit show of fun and debauchery and guff and all that good stuff, because it's going to lead to wonderful things. So what are you going to troll your cousin with? Would you like some of the ones I used on mine?
Yeah, A, yes, and B, I'm trying to go through old pics to see, because like I said, it's been like 20 years, but I've graduated from a lot of things, so inevitably this person will be there. We like her sister. Like, I just can't believe that no one told me, because there were other people that knew.
Because they're ashamed. Like, being honest, once you realize that the shit you believed was not real, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing.
And to be clear, I was not at the party, but my activities were being discussed. This was in a completely other state. So obviously Michigan, Battle Creek, but not me having a family member. Also, for all of you who are just you know what, sometimes I just don't believe if any of her stories are real. This is the kind of shit that happens to me all the time. Oh, you found out that your cousin goes to the org that you've been protesting and that you ruined their big fun day. That means that she's probably dressed like an idiot, one of those stupid idiot cowboy hats that no one knew how to wear. Oh my God.
She probably has the big hair, the big expensive hair, the little tiny cowboy hat, just barely touching the little curls as they sit out the side. And she thinks that she looks like Dolly Parton when she really looks like Donald Trump.
And it's good. And he is much older than her, to the shock of zero people, but just putting it out there.
Well, he doesn't make a lot of money if he's working for the org.
And has
so
been.
She's not with them for the she's not with them for the money.
He was the one. Okay, maybe somebody, because I asked you and you didn't remember. Somebody in one of our chats is going to know the answer to this. The t-shirts that they have that says childhood is not a mental disorder. Is that what the campaign says? Because in the video that I have on my live, I think around the 17th, it's split into two parts. He's the thumbnail for one, and then the live gets cut off, and then I started again. he's the cover, because that was the day after he called the police on me. And I was just like, let me, to borrow yet another phrase from Swoop, I'm going to take him to Petty University and we're going to have a good time.
Okay. So I found something, and we're going to pray that this is it. Otherwise, this is going to be we're just going to say this is going to be a funny thing, because I typed that into the internet and this popped up as number 1. So.
Oh God.
Just smile, because that's all we could do right now is we can smile and out all of this.
Is this an ad? No, you have premium. What is this?
No, this is what you type into the actual internet. This pops up for that.
What did you type in?
Now I'm getting scared.
I got questions. What was the keyword in that keyword search, please? Asking for me.
Childhood is not a disorder, and that's number 1. Childhood is not a disorder.
Maybe also add the word Scientology.
Oh. Well. Shh. Children of Scientology, life after growing up in Scientology cult. Yeah, Rolling Stones. That's the first thing. You might have to search for it, and then I'll pop it up, because this is beyond my scope. I'm not a nerd.
Anyway, there's a slogan, essentially just more like adults in small bodies, like whatever. It's not like a mental disease. It's, who knows, something terrible, tragic, and probably groomy, if I had to guess. Anyway, he's proudly wearing that t-shirt in that video multiple times. They don't have a lot of staff, if I haven't made that clear. So he has to do like multiple videos. I'm just going to laugh at that and move along. So
people were getting scared. They thought it was official.
Oh God, no. Ew. Could you imagine? If that was true, like, why don't I have an acting job?
You'd be the best actress ever, because you know what? We felt safe. And that's when I tell people that Pearl helped us feel safe. Okay, Pearl, I know you're not going to cry, but if you do, I'm really sorry. Okay. So we'll just have honest hour. That's what we'll use this for. I didn't think I was brave enough to protest until I listened to you, because I was scared that I was going to be like, okay, we're whatever. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Fucking fuck. Like, that's how I thought I would protest.
Right.
That's honestly how I thought. And then I listened to you and I'm like, wow, she's brave. And her words are coming together besides nothing but profanities and sailor talk. And then I got to know you as a person, like in the midst of that. And it's like, I fucking found my soul sister, and I found someone I can talk to about everything.
Same.
And, I boost her up all the time. Why? Because she really does do those things. Like, if I call her, she picks up the phone. Does she call me while she's, having a brilliant idea and suddenly we're both rolling with it? Yep.
And here we are.
And so before anyone tells me, this is Pearltology, at least come up with something better. At least call it lesbiantology. But then you're not invited, Pearl. I'm sorry. You're off the boat.
I mean, it's okay.
True. But for me, I didn't think people like you existed. Because you're caring, you're kind, you stand up for the little people. And even if that standing up for the little people, like, takes chunks of your heart, you still do it.
Well, yeah. I don't know any other way too.
But I'm glad that you're on our side to burn this building down.
And
yeah.
And can't wait to troll my cousin. I told y'all from day one, I will troll your dead grandmother. And
You're more than welcome to.
well, I'm going to troll my cousin now.
Right?
And her stupid
I'm
husband.
tempted
Call
to.
the cops on me.
I'm tempted, honestly, after the whole stuff with Natalie settles down, I'm tempted to go to Gold and, do part of Selfless's idea, which doesn't need to be talked about here.
Right.
But then the rest of it going there, just walking up and down the street. Hey, Bob, Robert Ferris. Hey, I'm going to do this all damn day. This is public property all damn day. I'm going to get sunburnt and you're going to look like a little bitch. So either come out and talk to me or look like a little bitch. And I'm just going to keep walking back and forth saying, come out and talk to me, and then just keep repeating what my mom would say and be like, you're a scum. You're scum. Your mom would think that you're a bitch.
I mean, I feel like you could have several loops, and depending on your mood, as it suits during the moment, you could just like pick different loops.
Yeah, but now I know because of you, I can sing.
Right.
I could be, I wish it was a little bit taller. I wish I was in a cult. I don't know. I'm not good at that kind of stuff. But if I wanted to, I could totally do that. Do your ears hang low? Did they wobble to and fro? Did you, put them in a hole? Yes, you did. I'm really bad at this. See,
hilarious. But hilarious.
Because, yeah. I think you need to tell your goddaughter that she's acting a fool.
Yeah, but she takes after me.
If she just sits down like, I'm not. I'm good. So, another thing that I wanted to bring up, I know there's a lot of people in here. If you write the word question, I'm just going to have Summer throw all the question ones up. Because I know Pearl cannot do her normal stuff and clickety click in here. I do want to say, we saw this one, the sugar-free Red Bull.
See you, Marlene.
There we go. 420 F Sciento.
That's right. Cheers.
Just saying. And then I want to get Blake's out of the way because it's still your birthday week.
Oh yeah. That's my birthday present to you, Blake. I got a family in the org that I like to troll. You're welcome.
Yep. Thank you so much for the additional jokes.
Y'all are welcome.
Like I will be writing them for a while.
They'll write themselves.
Right? Like if my cousin was in one of those places, honestly, for me, it would be like, oh my God, you smell that? You smell it? Felicia, you smell the fire? I know your nose is still big. It like you're going to have such a blast.
Oh yeah, no, it's going to be so great. So great.
Why can't my cousin be in the damn?
Maybe they are.
No, so that would be funny if it weren't for the fact that everyone in my family used to do the whole, besides her religion, besides her shit. So no. The only ex-Scientology I have in the family is technically my father.
Well, there you go. See?
Oh, yeah. Question Pearl Snappy. You had court yesterday. Can you give us an update?
I can say
perfect timing.
Yeah, I can say some very limited things right now. So I did have court. I had to basically make a decision about how I wanted to proceed. And I was just like, let's go. So I requested a trial, which if you could just check the Reddit, they knew, I think, the date and time of the court date before I did. So congratulations. But it's September 16th is the trial. And I'm going to use all of that time for discovery. And now I'm going to stop talking about it.
So what can we do to help you? Because, okay, so you can't talk about it.
Yeah.
So obviously, beyond what everybody thinks that a protester makes or a streamer makes, like whatever you think it is, divide that by 30 and then add $200.
Right. Maybe.
So
yeah. I don't know enough right now to know what the legal fee situation is going to look like, nor do I know how I'm going to proceed given advice of counsel after I make some decisions about that. When I know more about A, what's contained in the discovery, and B, under the advice of my counsel, I will then have more of an understanding about like what the timeline is and what the costs will be. And to be quite honest, like I'm 1,000,000% going to have to crowdfund this, but I don't want to start suggesting things or like ask for anything until I know more, because y'all have been so generous, specifically to me. I don't want to take advantage of that, but also it's been a lot, and you guys have been so incredibly generous with Natalie and with Nance Drew, and so like just I'll let you know as soon as I know. But thank you in advance for your support, even if it's just sharing it. Even if you can't give anything, that's okay. Just share it, or be like, get them Pearl, or be like, don't yell coffin dodgers on the stand, like whatever support you could give, it's all welcome and appreciated.
Well, I will honestly say this. Okay, I saw are you gelling in the chat? Would you be willing to pop up Pearl's cash apps and all that stuff? I know you're not asking for it, and I'm not technically asking either. But if anybody could show a little bit of love, we got to get her a lawyer. Like, being honest, but any bit of help, $5, anything could potentially help. And then when you are ready, we'll do a GoFundMe, and or whatever we need to set up, so that way it's at least if he says, oh, it's a $10,000 retainer, and then they're like, okay, but you can make it in payments, and who knows,
all that stuff, other potential things that I just don't want to talk about. So there's a lot of options. I just don't know enough yet, and so I don't want to talk out of turn, and I also don't want to give a goddamn thing away.
Yeah. Wonder if she's got pulled into ethics handling for your protest. Well, that is the beautiful thing. She's probably not announced it, which means not only has she not announced that there's a suppressive person in her family, she's going to get in trouble. Her husband's going to get in trouble for not making sure that his wife wasn't around suppressive people, i.e. her family. And then if they're finding out from this YouTube video, hi guys, hi Osa, just keep looking, be sexy, want a tie? But any of those things, it's basically going to be, they're getting double knowledge reports, because if they didn't tell on themselves first, it's a double whammy. Just
the Haggis Basher. I see this question. Would they not go to, ma'am, sir? They don't mean to assume. Stacy Sass walks out of that org and screams, Pearl Snappy is unemployable. She peeps my LinkedIn. They have my address. They have my phone number. They know my website. They know everything about me. They probably have my social. Who the hell knows? Literally, they know. Now, without saying too much, best of luck, though, based on the people who attended this party and how they're actually related to me and how distant of a cousin this is. Because I told you I get confused with the removes and twices and whatever the fuck. So it's a cousin. Best of luck, because the people that were there, not actually related to me. Just a few were. So have funsies.
Yeah, they're going to be like, which one told? Who did it? Who did it? Sorry.
I don't know. I don't remember. I got real bad short-term memory. So like, I don't remember.
And you know what? To be completely honest, it doesn't even matter.
Nope.
It doesn't matter one iota, because either which way, sorry, Billy Bob and Sheena Sue. Oh God, you're in deep shit. And oh God, disconnect or fix the problem. You're more than welcome to come out and have a conversation with Pearl. She'll have a conversation with you. And she won't even call you a coffin dodger.
I won't.
Just come out and be like, we can have a conversation about how dumb your ass is.
Right. I'll be like, your best friend that you disconnected from 20 years ago turns out to be like one of my besties. That I can't believe, like, forgot to mention this. I digress. They would still talk to you. Your sister probably would too. Yeah.
I need to see the shirt. People have not gotten to approve the outfit yet.
Oh yeah. Oh, chair problems. I got chair problems.
You got vertical problems.
I also do have that.
Yep. So that's Dr. Perlman. Or is it Dr. Underline?
Dr. Perlman to you. Pearl Snappy.
That's Dr. Perlman to you.
Dr. FAFO, whatever.
I think you should have just been like, that's Dr. Snappy.
It's true. I might have to have it remade.
Oh my God, if someone ever walked up to me and was like, you know, what was it like to grow up in Scientology? There's a part of me that wishes someone would wear like a funny shirt when they would talk to me. Like, because like, okay, so I read that literally. Dr. _ Perlman, you know, like there's a line. So, but I know it's supposed to mean, you know, that's Dr. Perlman to you.
Right.
But what if we all wore funny shirts?
Yes.
Like F Sciento, come be your bitch. Like, I don't know. I'm really bad at this, guys. Like when
I mean, I do need
I'm
to
great
make
at like humor.
I got to
like,
do the come out with your hands up still. I still need to do that one. The come out with your hands up or cans up rather.
True. And eventually we're going to have to go through all the books that are sitting in that giant tower so that you could laugh. Because I've got hundreds of books, guys. Every single book that was ever written.
No, the What is Scientology book is one of the most hilarious things I've ever seen. And we will be going through it but like, I can't stop laughing. And then
I
when
thought the poems would have done it for you.
No, I mean, the poems
had me
did.
dying.
No, there's the one. Okay. The one. Yeah, there's a couple, but there's one that like, I was shooketh. I was inconsolable. And then when Selfless reads it in the Elron voice, like I couldn't take it. I was fucking done.
Right? The Elron voice is it for me. Like I'm sitting there and all of a sudden he's back there and you know, and that's just preposterous. You know, and I'm sitting there like I gotta check my ears to see if I got the headphones in or something. I feel like I'm listening to a course right now.
Right?
You know, but at the same time, it's like he does a perfect LRH. How could he not walk into the org and say, I am LRH?
Right? We just need some like clothing.
We'll get him a nice 5-piece suit. I got an amazing tailor. Also,
I love it that all of the folks in here are like, I wore my F Sciento shirt this time. Love it.
Nice.
Yeah, how could the person who like made F Sciento go worldwide?
Right?
Be an F Sciento.
And now everybody, like, I love it on my shirts. Like, I love the 420 F Sciento. Like, you can't even help it. It's like, it was a freak of nature that you just happened to glance up and see that. And then all of a sudden, F Sciento began. Does your cousin
I don't know.
have kids?
I don't know. I don't think so, but I don't know for sure.
We
Hopefully
got
not.
Sal. Hey, bestie. Nobody knew about this. Before anybody starts coming for our friends, nobody knew about this. This was us just having a good time.
We were trolling.
Yeah, because, you know, we need a little bit of humor. We need a little tenderness.
That's right. In the face of all this BS. But now just to know that it's just like, what are the odds? And what are the odds that she and her husband, who is on staff, suddenly have to relocate?
They're going to have to. Like, no shit. They're going to have, if they can't get you under control, they have to relocate.
Can you imagine somebody saying, go handle that? And then they like look at them like, you want me to remove that mountain? And then the person looks back and is just like, are you surf hacking me? And then like, it's this terrible circle and you're stuck in that cult. And meanwhile, I'm just like, go find Doctor. outside and they're just like, how the fuck did I get in here? Well, that's what I want you to ask yourself, girl. But just come on out and we'll help you.
Yeah, because they're going to tell her she has to disconnect from her family. Like there's no if and buts about it. Now, the trick is, this is where I struggle. And I had this conversation with Laura. Basically, what's going to happen is she's going to be told, they're going to be told, pick your family or Scientology, pick which one. And then her family is never going to talk to her again. Wonder what she looks like. Wonder what the kids look like. And whose fault does that become? The person that told him to pick or the person that picked?
Right.
That's why I hate that game. You know, like if there's a choice between me and someone else, I'll take myself out of the equation because I can't do the pick.
Yeah.
I've had where I'm the unpicker. God, that sounds so bad. It sounds like I'm talking about someone's picking their nose, where I was never the one picked.
Just jamming boogers in there.
I got a good one, Lassie.
I don't know how we got to there, but I apologize. Command Z isn't a thing. So, oh, jeez.
I'm just waiting for someone in your chat to be like, where's Pearl? It's so weird when Pearl's just not yelling at someone.
Oh, yeah. I think a lot of the internet thinks that. But like most of the time, I don't really have a good like middle range voice. Like I have my like business voice. But most of the time, like I'm mumbling or I'm like out in front of F Sciento. But I don't like yell like that in real life unless it's like Ziggy just started chasing a school bus down the street. Like I probably am going to yell like that. But like, it's not me in real life.
True, you in real life is like, well, you in general is just probably like the kindest person like that I've met. I've met some amazing people. Don't get me wrong. You are all amazing people. I talk to more people than I've ever talked to. I have a circle. That sounded really dirty, but I have a circle of friends that I could reach out to. You know, for the longest time, I was having a hard time when the phone company came out and said, pick your 5. I didn't have 5 people. Like I didn't trust anybody so that I would have that 5. And that bothered me so tremendously because like I could put my mom, but I don't really talk to her. You know, right. I can put like another person, but I don't really talk to them. I keep my Scientology background very quiet so that nobody thinks I'm a freak. You know?
Yeah.
And now I have friends and family.
Yeah, you do. And you're stuck with us.
Yeah, you're stuck with me. I named my dog after you. You're stuck.
Duh.
You're stuck. And you already made me a promise that when that thing that we can't talk about happens, that you're going to be at my house.
Yep. Duh. Again, duh.
Duh. But, you know, it's for everyone that, you know.
And I don't care what Carrie says. I'm bringing Miller Lite and I'm not going to be told different. Okay? Thank you.
She's not home from work. So on the replay, she'll let us know.
Great.
Or if she pops in, I can't tell if Summer's still flashing us or if she's like, oh yeah, Miller Lite. Yeah.
Well, I can't see her. Only you can. So I don't know what's going on. I'm missing out on the whole action. There we go.
Hi, babe. You were
not
like,
enough
I'm bringing
Sciento.
Miller Lite. I'm
Right?
like, that's a Southern thing. That's a Southern thing. That's a Southern thing.
Yeah, I'm bringing it, and you mind your business because it's always hot here.
Business.
That's right. Mind your business.
Nice. But you know, you know, I don't care what you need. If you need Miller Lite, I'll go to the store and get you some Miller Lite. I mean, one of the things of her dad's that I had to keep, because let's be real, everybody, I am too fucking old to be trying to longboard. Like, let's be real. Like, if I fall down, I go boom. And something breaks. So I had to keep this though, because it was her dad's. And he liked PBR. And I'm like, I've had that before. That's straight piss water. Like,
right?
Like, ugh, that's like if your only choice is drinking a PBR or, you know, not drinking at all, I'll go sober for 500, Alex. Like, but then if you're having a really bad day and you have to pick, I will drink a PBR. But it's going to take you like 36 to get drunk.
Well, and that's the point. That's kind of why I like it. They're light and refreshing and mind your business. But also, I it's not like I can't enjoy an IPA and I like don't understand flavor profiles. I get it. But when it's 837 degrees on Hell's front porch all the time, the last thing that I want is like the heaviest IPA that just made me feel like I ate a meal and dessert and then like I got drunk. No, thank you. I've been all over the world. I've had beer all over the world. I've tried everything. I probably like it, but it's a weather dependency thing. But also, fuck yeah, I like Miller Lite on purpose. Mind your business. I like it on purpose.
Right? Like, and I will tell you guys now, before someone says, "Oh, you're gonna drink around Liz," that shit doesn't bother me. I'm as weird as it sounds, my willpower to keep my family. Now, will I walk away at times? Yeah, if someone's intoxicated, I will walk away and be like,
yeah, bye.
You know, but other than that, I don't mind people drinking near me.
Okay, so but also I like bourbon. Most of the time, if I'm at the bar, I'm having a Miller Lite and either a Still Austin neat or a Buffalo Trace neat. Depending on where I'm at, I do like bourbon. I do like whiskey. I really like tequila. So mind your business.
Tequila is my homie.
Like
tequila.
Espolòn tequila. Like I have good taste, but I also sometimes know what I want.
Yeah. And you know what? And mind your business. Mind your business. I do love that sentence. Like, I didn't, you know, you don't realize how much you actually give people, like, I gave people credit to, oh, like, they hurt me. I know you gave them the power to hurt you.
Yeah.
Let it go. Let it go.
Yeah, mind your business.
You know, and so now I'm like, I don't know. Carrie helps me be a better person, but you help me understand friendship. Because if it wasn't for you, Alicia, and Laura, I wouldn't quite understand because I didn't. I was not good at keeping long-term friends. I was not good at keeping friends. Like as soon as they started treating me like I was a little funky or a little off, then I was gone. I walked clean away.
Yeah, I feel like at any point when you were just like, I'm good here, we would just like go. But it didn't really get to that point unless they didn't have like a beverage for you that didn't make you want to punch somebody, like some Red Bull or something.
We tried it. We tried Red Bull.
Indeed.
It's apple juice on crack. For all of you that are telling me to switch to Red Bull, it's apple juice on crack. Okay, grow up with apple juice where, you know, and I don't mean the good apple juice. Grow up on apple juice because occasionally we would get apple juice. And that was your only other beverage besides like water or milk. And the milk was sometimes warm. We would have apple juice. And then when I got out, I used to get, like, when I would go visit my family, I would get the worst earache imaginable. And so my family would shove apple juice down my throat and be like, here you go. It's your favorite. No, bitch, that's just all we were allowed to have. And it got to a point where now apple juice, I think I got alcohol poisoning off of apple juice. Like, I smell it and I'm, yeah, I'll die. I can't do it.
I get it.
Hats off to everybody that can.
Well, no, I get it. Also, before I forget, there's two people I would like to thank with respect to the production of this Hee Haw show that we have catfished everyone into. One is to Selfless Self, who made the like the trailer, like the he did the voice, but he also like did all of the sound design behind that. So 10 out of 10. And then to Doctor Who Heather, who made the video portion of that, 10 out of 10. So good. So
Right?
y'all are amazing. Thank you so much. Couldn't have trolled as effectively without that trailer. And I feel like everyone really liked it. So
Everybody does like it. Like, because you were likable. You're just the shiznit. I'm gonna fill you with so much admiration. You're just gonna be like, okay, that's enough. But it is true. It's nice. And it's nice to be able to say that to someone, if that makes sense.
yeah.
And you get my dumb humor, and I get your humor.
Mine. Well, sometimes mine's
Like,
dumb.
yeah, but like you can come up with a song and change some notes, and I try to do that, and I'm like, oh yeah, and then he farted. Like, like there's a mic drop.
But also funny.
Very true.
Like,
although I was, like the first time we went for a walk with Ziggy, I was like, we're gonna get there and you're gonna run, but you're gonna stay in the motherfucking shade. So that way, if I play with you, oh no, you're there. That's in the sunlight. That's not the shade.
yeah, no, he
and
just,
I kept
the whole field.
he's
He
just a little
takes the
dark.
whole field. Yeah.
And then all of a sudden I'm gonna attack a giant lawnmower, like lawnmower versus dog.
It's true. It's true.
But it was, I can't wait till our next Pearl Fest. And I know we're gonna have so many people next time, no matter where it is. But do we call it, like, because I want Selfless to have his name on it, do we call it the Pearl Self Superfest?
There you go, because it's like superlative.
Yeah, so Superfest.
I don't know if
that
that's
could be
enough
number
of
two.
Selfless's name though in there. Just saying.
True. But I couldn't combine the words where it actually made sense in my head without,
No, that's a tough one, but like I've never been beaten by the opportunity to develop a good portmanteau, and I won't be beaten by this one. Just give me a minute.
Okay. Oh, Snappy Fest. Self Snaps Fest. That's actually kind of cute. I like that. But, I also think that, Selfless doesn't get enough credit where credit is due.
Agreed.
And I think that sometimes you guys get shit on, and, I think you're the shiznit.
Well, they just didn't count on the fact that we had shit ponchos on.
True. Is that what you're saying?
Huh?
Is that a real thing? Shit ponchos?
I mean, I think generally a well-made poncho will protect you from a hard rain, potentially hail, and hopefully shit. Well, it is now.
Hey, I
Guess
found out
who's
there's a lot of
selling those on my
exist.
merch store? Guess who's now gonna sell shit ponchos?
Comes in foldable positions.
It's just gonna have the Dianetics, poop emoji all over it.
Yeah, you could like little bullseyes. Like, here you go, Dianetics, bullseye. What thunk? LRH, what thunk?
Done.
Oh my god. Oh,
perfect.
How is Selfless not laughing at some of this? Some of this is phenomenal.
I mean, he probably is, but I can't hear with these in.
Oh, you can't hear?
No, he's being quiet, so it's not getting picked up in the microphone.
All right. I'm like, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy.
Not you doing it. Not you doing it.
Well, we got to have a little bit of fun. We got to laugh a little because you know what? I took my life far too serious.
Yeah.
But I will, I will tell you, I loved my talk with Laura last night. Like that to me, I was on this side of the fence on the tunnels, and then hearing Laura explain the other possibilities, like it was like I was Tim the Toolman Taylor, and I'm just going right on through the fence, and then it made sense when before it couldn't make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I need that about you guys. I need that.
But I think it's also good to be able to, like, especially like as more time passes, as y'all have been out for longer, especially you, I think that those conversations are going to continue to evolve and be important, even if you have to like repeat this conversation in 3 years from now, because I'm sure you'll there'll be additional information. I mean, who knows? There could be like a whole like underground, like like one of the train stations in Europe where the whole thing's like underground by Pentagon. 3 levels. So, it could just be, or it could just be a bunch of idiots digging a hole. Have you seen it? Have you seen the F Scientos do stuff? What are they doing? It wrong. Just let them show their ass, because that's what they're professional at.
Yes, they are professional at that. Like their new security guard, she's c'est magnifique.
Yeah.
Thank you for everybody teaching me the First and Fourth Amendment. Just letting you know. But at the same time, it's like they're just getting dumber. Like the idea. I sat there today asking my legal friends. I'm like, hey, what happens if you white out a legal document? And they had to explain, because I know it's bad, but I didn't know how bad.
That's forging. That comes into forgery territory. Yep. Which is double plus on good, I think, on the tone scale.
Yeah, it's up there with the hey now and what the fuck and how dumb can you be?
Right. But also, this seems very average behavior for an F Sciento. So, I mean,
oh my God, people are saying suppressive pawn shit. Oh my God, Indigo, I love you.
10 out of 10.
I love how he's like the frautastic.
It is unmitigated fraudacity, indeed.
I know. I love it. But because I'm trying to pay attention to the chat a little bit, because sometimes when I talk with you, it doesn't feel like we're online, if that makes sense. Like it feels like we're just having a conversation outside and we're just shooting the shit. Like,
the only ones who are overhearing are like selfless sometimes when he's not sick of our shit, or the neighbors who aren't just like, get the kids inside.
Right?
The kids inside.
Like, or Laura, where she's like, are you guys going to bed? Soon?
Right? And we're like yeah.
Yeah. Because then all of a sudden it's like 3:00 in the morning and I'm like, oh.
And then we're still up for another hour and a half. Totally normal.
Yep. Because then I wake up and then Alicia wakes up. So I talk to her for a little bit. And so I'm like, wow, this has turned into like the best vacation ever, but not a vacation, still a learning experience. Like, did I need that? Yeah, that was like a breath of fresh air.
And you got to learn how to take good naps.
True.
With Ziggy and Kenny sometimes. And sometimes Ziggy, Kenny, and Alicia. And sometimes Ziggy, Kenny, Alicia, and Lara.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm still never going to get over this.
Same.
Like, that is like comment of the day, like suppressive pawn shit. Like if I made a pawn show, I would call it suppressive pawn shit.
Yep. So good.
Oh, don't worry about anybody being late. What did I think of Austin? Well, it depends. What did I think about the downtown area? The hotel was really pretty. The one with the guns.
Oh, the Driscoll.
Holding up. Yeah, the Driscoll. That one, that was super pretty. Loved it. What I didn't love so much is it was a little stinky walking by some people. And I felt like people were throwing farts at me.
Yeah, you get over
But
the
other than that-
BO. You get over the BO in about 2 summers if you didn't grow up here, because there's just like, and I had to
Some
get
of the
over it.
cowboys, like the guys walking around in their cowboy gear when they walk, I was like,
No, it's raw, but it's just like, what are we gonna do? Like, you go outside, you start sweating, and then you go inside, and it's like the air conditioning's at like 64 degrees. So then you're like, oh, hypothermia is so fun. And then you go back outside, so like all of the bacteria are like, we thought it was just like winter nap time, but like let's party, and so like everyone just smells bad because it's hot.
but other than that, I loved it. I loved
Science.
the trees. I loved
Science.
Yeah, I love that there was a little bit of like we had a walk to the Starbucks and it wasn't like so far that you were like, no, sir. No, sir. Like I'm fluffy for a reason. Okay. I don't do this. But it was close by, I didn't die in the direct heat. Remember, I'm whiter than white. Like the shirt is very close to my actual natural color. Unless you ask Carrie, then she'll ask based on my tattoos.
Well, my watch tan says that should be the same like tone as you, but I'm just not anymore. Like
it's like that one spot on your belly that get shut the hell up.
Like what? What in the caucasity fraudacity is this? What is this?
It only took you how many years to learn how to tan?
Oh, it's actually not hard for me because of my genetic makeup. Italian and Ashkenazi Jew. It's just like, oh, why the hell have you been in Michigan, you weirdo? Welcome to sunshine. Sorry that you only got to see it an hour a day at 4 o'clock to 4:45 if you were lucky. For the majority of the year in Michigan. Bless your heart. Welcome to Texas.
All right. Hold on. Let me pop this one up real quick. So I do have to say this because I got a couple of emails from some people. The Goldenrod Ribbon Project, as long as you know, when you put goldenrod, it's also for pediatric cancer. So I'm not trying to offend anybody, but I'm just also letting you know, that's what it also means. And, just know. It could be for both. But just write fuck Scientology on it. Sorry. I thought we went over these. Am I not doing this right?
I don't know.
Am I doing the fraudacity?
Not my circus, not my monkeys, friend.
All right. Well, I don't know where that question went. Whoa. Mark Simmons, F Sciento on it. Nice. That almost makes me think of like a Care Bear stare. F Sciento on it. Sorry, Christy, where?
Pearl is clearly from the Caucasus. Yeah.
Question, Pearl, is Liz competitive?
Depends on what.
They're talking about
winning every ticket at the arcade, every ticket that's ever been made. Do I think that if given the chance and she thought she could win and some like small child like came up and tried to get that ticket in front of her, do I think that there's a chance that child may have accidentally, allegedly for educational purposes only, like somehow not been next in line by some means that I won't describe? Yes, I do think that is what I think maybe. Yes.
I can't help it that I'm really good at the claw machine. I did love it that people thought I was cheating. And I was like, how do you cheat at the claw machine? Like, I'm just saying, you either have the math on, it's just like playing pool. You either are hitting at the correct geometry angles, or you're just not. Like, I'm not trying to be a total dumbass, but at the same time, yes, that is how I thought of it. And yes, I was going to get the most goddamn tickets because I thought that it was a true competition until she told me she only had 1,500 and I was at 6,000.
Yeah, she was just like, "Oh, I'm almost able to get this DeWalt drill set." I'm like, "What the hell's going on here?" Like, I'm like, I can get a bouncy ball.
I was in the high category. So what I left with a Charizard. It was a Charizard and God damn it, because Charizard's right there. God damn it. What did I leave with? And a Squirtle. Charizard and a Squirtle. Sorry, guys. I almost Pokemon
And
myself.
stickers. And we got stickers.
Yep. Some stickers, and now the rest you have to build up for the bigger games.
That's right.
Like, you're only 6,000 away from the 8-foot Charizard. I'm just saying, guys, I might have had a goal in mind. Did I have any bloody clue how I was going to get that 6-foot Charizard on a plane? No.
We would have figured it out, though.
Yes, we would have. I'm just saying that 6-foot non-bendable.
We'd have figured it
Charizard.
out. We'd have bought a ticket.
Carrie would have been like, honey. And I had been like, I won it fair and square.
I'm like, what else were we supposed to do? Like, give it away? What do you mean?
Give it to some little kid that was sitting there also eyeballing it?
What
No,
do we
sir.
look like? What do we look like? Good
But
winners?
You know,
not today.
yes, we are competitive. She's very competitive at skeet ball.
Oh yeah, skee ball.
I am very competitive at long game. Because skeet ball gave me 7 tickets. And I was like, that is not winner material. That is a C+ student right there. And I wasn't about to be a C+ student. I was pulling out that A. So I pulled the A for the win.
I got the A in skee ball, but I did not participate in the claw. No, I played that one weird thing where you had to like pull a lever. I didn't know. You were like, don't pull it all the way back though, and then like jam it in there. I'm like, I don't understand. What's happening?
So the trick with the game is you have to go to that quarter spot, and like once you get to the first spin spot, then drop it down. If you try to drop it down from the top, you can't hit the big number ones like the 30 ticket or the 40 ticket.
Yeah, you need to go. We need more arcade time. We need more arcade time. That's all there is.
Right? Who would not like to compete with us at arcade time? Who would not do the exact same bloody thing and be just as competitive and enjoy a adult child moment?
Pinball? Who's going to beat me at the Guns N' Roses pinball? I'll wait.
Who's going to beat me at the claw?
No one, but it's fun to watch, and it's also fun to see kids maybe tear up a little bit.
I did notice that. But at the same time, I did wait my turn in line for the claw machine, and it's not my fault that their dad did not know math.
Right. Well.
And then when I won the two big giant rolls, I was like, okay, well, I'll let the dad go a couple times. McDadderson, couldn't catch anything. So I'm like, here's a roll. What am I supposed to do? I was still polite about it. I wasn't in a competition with them.
Right. True.
But damn,
also,
if you're going to step at a claw machine, McDadderson, I need you to be a little bit more on point.
I do have somebody in the chat who has known me for about 20 years who can vouch for the fact that I am indeed not an F Sciento. In case there's any remaining doubt.
She's not an F Sciento. Are people really asking that for real?
No, but Jeff just said it because I think I don't know if he just got here, but he just said it. But I have actually known him though in real life.
That you've known Jeff for 20 years?
Yep. We were at Michigan State together.
Holy shit. Hi, Jeff. Welcome to the chat. Do you have any embarrassing stories that you can tell of Miss Snappy?
No, he does not. He does not have not one single embarrassing story to ever tell about me. He's never seen me do anything except for give alms to the poor and
there's a good story behind this.
Study quietly.
There's a good story.
Not too many.
Hey, if one of my friends popped on, that's what I'd have. If Carrie popped on, she'd be like, "What do you want to know?"
No, but for real though, he definitely does.
Oh, we all have friends that know some weird stories. Like, you all think I'm graceful. No, I'm a trip and fall away from, busting my ass. I'm clumsy. I've got shit for night vision. Thanks, Dad. Appreciate the gift. That's the gift that keeps on giving. And no, that's not. The gift that keeps on giving. What is the gift that keeps on giving? I'll ask later.
Diamonds and herpes.
The gift that keeps on giving is diamonds and herpes.
Well, one or the other, or both, depending. But the true line is diamonds are the gift that keeps on giving. But in reality, it's more often herpes, from what I've heard.
Why can't you use those kind of comments? That's education right there. You could totally let people know. It's okay if you're in the Sea Org, that they're absolutely. How is the athlete's foot that goes around? Did you forget to bleach your floor today? Does your roommate's feet stink? Yes. Yes, ma'am, they do. Because athlete's foot went around like nobody's business. It was kind of like someone see someone yawn. You don't tell me that you don't yawn too, because then you're just not human. That's how athlete's foot went around in the buildings. Like, it would start off on the first floor, and then it was on the second, the third, the fourth, and I'm like, what y'all bastards going to the shower at? Because I need to know not to go there. And then 2 days later, I'm like, oh, my foot itches. Nope, got it. It was great. It was great. It's.
No, thank you.
So I love you.
Ten out of 10.
10 out of 10. There was something funny I was going to ask you. And I can't remember what it was. But hopefully everyone knows that she is not an F Sciento. That I'm so grateful that you picked up the phone the day I called. So.
Same. I'm also glad that, like, of all the places, of all the gin joints, of all the ideal orgs, and all that, like, she had to walk into mine. Like, thanks, cuz.
Mm-hmm. Now you have someone to troll and then be like, oh my God, I haven't seen you in 20 years. Like, your man's a dick, but either which way, she's going to find out, I don't want to hurt kids. I don't. But if they're training their children in Scientology, then their kids need to be taken out of that equation. Because if their kids if they're Scientologists, they're forcing their children into auditing. If they're fighting as brother and sister, they're going into auditing. If they're arguing with their parents, they're going into auditing.
Right.
Like, I don't want to take everyone's kids, but the parents need to be given the choice. Are you going to choose your kids, or are you going to choose this horrible cult that does horrible things that will fuck with your head and break your soul, and then you'll join and it'll be amazing. It'll be amazing just how behind in the world I am. Or that if I don't understand it, I just walk right by it.
Well, I think we all have a lot of blind spots that we could constantly be reminded of. I do want to address one comment in the chat from Renee B asking where my Hillsdale College video is. Still waiting for that guy to post it. I don't want to steal his thunder because I gave him like 3 hours with a good shit, but I just need to follow up with him and be like, bro. Or you can find him on TikTok at XMojo and ask him where in the hell the Pearl Snappy Hillsdale video is. Maybe he just needs some of that. Maybe he just needs some ass assistance. Just saying.
Can I ask you a few questions? Do you have any bun naka? I loved that line. Ace Ventura was like the shit when I got out, because that came out shortly after I got out, and it was amazing. Like the funniest thing I'd ever seen in my entire life. I'm just saying. Ace Ventura was...
I could see that.
Number 2 was kind of poopy, but number 1 was... That was my shiznit.
Renee, to get off their mailing list, I literally had to send them a cease and desist from an attorney to get off the
Scientology's mailing list.
No, the place where I went to undergrad, which was also a cult, Hillsdale College. It's a cult. To get off their mailing list, like you move and like before your bank knows where you are, like you're getting that imprimis or the imprimis, whatever you want to call it, some like terrible thing that you don't need to read. And I'm sorry if you like it, but it's terrible. And so to get off of their alumni list, to get rid of the president, like the presidential update and the imprimis, like multiple letters, emails, and then eventually a cease and desist. Like, please stop. I'm considering this harassment.
I was like, yeah, because the cease and desist would not work for Scientology. Death would get you out of receiving mail, because my mom's still getting mail. And Scientology, hey.
But also maybe forward it to me so that we can do live reviews of the mail.
Okay. Because like I've got a pile of mail right now where it's like I've come out and said, yeah, my mom and I have had talks. Yeah, she lives with me. Yes, mail goes here, and it doesn't even matter, because no matter what, I get mail. She gets mail.
You've got mail.
Well, I have not gotten mail from them in a
while,
while, but
I think you should do Monday mail call and go over them, and then I'll just sit here and just give reaction content to the ridiculous mail that they send. So
see, there was a part of me for a while wanted to go over the books and wanted to use them as like part of my lives.
It's exhausting.
And then, yes, because here was one of the books I grabbed, and I was just like, oh my God, it's a good one, and it'll give me plenty of stuff. Is that
the management one? Is that management?
That's the executive, the OEC.
The executive. Sorry,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know
basic
all the colors.
Staff hat. Basic. When they did the reprint from Red. And so I sat there and I was like, oh, I could totally do this. Yeah, it's got my signature in it. Because you can't forget who owns this book. Can't forget where I got it. And then I started reading the name of all of the things that are inside. Yeah. I started going down a rabbit hole. I'm good.
I know.
I just remembered when I believed some of this shit was real, and I'm like, oh, that's so amazing. Yeah. So I won't be doing any live going over books.
It's harder to do than like you think, but I do want to do the marriage hat and just pick a page in the What is Scientology book or the poem. So
yes, whatever you, hey honey. I think I'm getting signaled, but it has been an hour. Hopefully everybody knows you got another one. Another one bites the dust, and another one.
Thank you so much. Yeah, Cousintology.
Hey, I'm just the poncho. What was the poncho?
Suppressive ponchit.
Yeah, the SP ponchit. Yeah, I'm never gonna forget that one.
So
that
good.
one was my day. All right. Thank you so very much, everybody. Have a
Thanks,
great
y'all.
day.
So